You know what perplexes me? The fact that we have actually kind of gone back in time here, and the Mech Knight and even the Alistar engine have started to become staples again. I'm not quite sure what really happened in the card game to make it this way, but whew, we have a lot to talk about here. So kind of wanted to run down a theory that the Mech Knight engine is becoming a little bit more staple than it was in its previous iterations, and even following that up, Alistar's kind of getting a new, I guess, lease on life. Now, when cards get reprints and things like this, I didn't expect everybody to try this in their mother, and I'm already waiting to see the Alistar engines and Thunder Dragons come later this year, so something I'm a little bit excited for is just to kind of see how these decks adapt these things. Now, we're going to be looking at a first, second, and third place list from a LODS, and all of these decks have something very much in common. Wonder what it could be. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's almost like this engine is becoming a staple. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna talk about these lists, kind of go through some things, and this is a Mech Knight Invoked list that sides into Trickstars. Talk about wanting to throw your opponent for a loop here. I didn't expect to see anything cool like this come up, but hey, sometimes you just gotta bait your opponent with the old bait and switch. So then we have triple Alistar, triple copies of Ash Blossom, triple copies of Cyber Dragon, triple copies of Droll and Lockbird, triple copies of Ghost Ogre, 2 Blue Sky, 1 Indigo, and triple Purple Nightfall. Spells we have 2 Called by the Grave, 2 Invocation, 2 Magical Meltdown, 2 Scapegoats, triple Hornet Drones, triple Terraforming, 1 Book of the Law, 2 Twin Twisters, 1 Upstart Goblin, and 1 Evenly Matched. The first thing I want to point out here, a very standardized list. We're definitely seeing a lot more Hornet Drones, even so much without Engage. Just the token generation to allow you to set up for a potential higher link play is actually really valuable. I don't think a lot of people understand that Hornet Drones does put a Kagari in another zone to allow you to basically reset the drones, and then you have a zone for your Mech Knights to start appearing into. Like, good value, right? So, the Mech Knight engine, getting a lot more versatility out of it. I think a lot of people want to give it credit for. And in the extract, we have 1 Kagari, 1 Link Prebo, 1 Link Spider, 1 Unicron, 1 Phoenix, 1 Gobly, 1 Cerberus, 1 Decode, 1 Borreload, 1 Alistar, the Invoker of Madness, 1 Region, 1 Purgatrio, 2 Makaba, and 1 Mega Fleet. And then the side deck is the whole Trickstar package. We have triple Kadena, 1 Lilybell, triple Licorice, 1 Called by the Grave, triple Light Stage, 1 Twin Twister, and triple Trickster Reincarnation. Now, this list is particularly interesting because of the whole tactical side deck change. Now, it's been a little while since we've had the concept of smoke screening available in the current game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think it's particularly really cool because in a deck like this, you can rotate your engine and potentially play a different deck for Game 2 or even Game 3 and put your opponent on tilt. It allows you to shift those modes and catch people off guard. And I will say that it's particularly interesting to kind of take advantage of this. It's kind of something that we don't really see all that often anymore in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because honestly, we haven't really had a lot of versatile options to kind of adjust and things like this. So to see this kind of come back, I think this is fucking cool. I would like to see this theory be adapted much more later on. Maybe not so much with like the Sky Striker engine, but hey, the Invoked engine, the Alistar engine, you know, Mech Knights. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do. So as long as you're a good enough player and you can, you know, capitalize and take advantage of these things, I think that's definitely something really cool. Now, the next list we're going to be looking at here is, man, people just love doing crazy shit. This is literally, when I first saw this, I was like, oh man, this is like a Sky Striker engine, but with more Alistar. But this deck doesn't play Ray. So I was like, wonder what they're doing here. You just use Hornet Drones to kind of climb up the link ladder. This deck is a lot heavier on hand traps. It's almost like today's theme was Magical Meltdown Alistar. Interesting. So anyway, we have 3 copies of Alistar, triple copies of Ash Blossom, triple copies of Ghost Ogre, triple Gamma, and 1 Driver. That's it for your monsters. Like I said, no Sky Striker Ray, none of that bullshit. Spells, we have triple Called by the Grave, triple Invocation, triple Magical Meltdown, 2 copies of Pot of Desires, triple Hornet Drones, 2 Widow Anchor, triple Engage, triple Terraforming, 1 Book of the Law, 2 Twin Twisters, and 1 Upstart Goblin. And then we have 3 Impermanents. And then in the extra deck, we have 1 Shizuku, 2 Kagari, 1 Hayate, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Goblin, 1 Borrelode, or a Boral Sword, 1 Invoker, 1 Region, 2 Purgatrio, 2 Makaba, and 1 Cocytus. The side deck, we have 1 Clara and Rushka, 2 Mind Control, triple Shared Ride, triple Evenly, triple Heavy Storm Duster, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and 1 Soul Drain. Now this deck does definitely go above and beyond, reinforcing the idea of Gamma starting to become a little bit better of a card. This build doesn't take advantage of Droll and Lockbird, nothing too shocking there. This deck does feel more like a pure Sky Striker deck with built-in Invocation engine. I don't know how I feel about 3 Invocation. This just seems very heavy. I wouldn't be opposed to taking out one of these and playing 41 cards. I don't see any issue with it. It just seems like you've got particularly higher ratios in this deck than you really need. See, look at this bad boy. Like, this is a hand. Hornet Drones, go. Like, oh my god, so many fucking hand traps. Engage, oh my god. Alright, I like what I see with this deck. This deck feels like it flows a little better to me as a player. So I would definitely, I don't know, I kind of want to mess around with the ratios a little bit, but this seems like something that I personally would like to have fun with. It's just, too many invocations. Think emoji. I think you can get away with 2, honestly. Just, you don't want to, if you're playing 1, then you kind of run into issues, I feel, but do you want to have invocation for invocation? You know, it's not like we're playing Elysium, so we're not like too butthurt about losing something along the way. You know what I mean? In the last list we're looking at here, man, we're continuing on today's trend of Alistar being a staple. It's beautiful, actually. I didn't think we'd get to this point. I gotta hand it to reprints, man. Like, when something like this gets reprinted, everybody and their mother wants to try the deck. And you know what? Variance between these 3 lists all proves to you that you've got different things that you can do. You've got different approaches on life that you can change. I mean, we've seen so many, like, Mech Knight lists this week. It doesn't really surprise me to see Alistar lists in general. I think I've seen a few pure Alistar Sky Striker lists coming across the TCG, and I was not really particularly surprised about that. So anyway, onwards and upwards here. We have triple Alistar, of course, seems to be the trend today. 2 Ash Blossoms, 2 Drolls, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Ghost Ogre, 2 Blue, 1 Indigo, triple Purple, 1 Red Moon, and 1 Yellow Star. We have triple Called by the Grave, 1 Instant Fusion, triple Invocation, triple Magical Meltdown, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Raigeki, triple Hornet Drones, triple Terraforming, 1 Book of the Law, and 1 Upstart Goblin. Interesting to note, I've seen a lot of people adapting the mentality of 2 Ash Blossoms. I'm not exactly sure why. Somebody brought up the fact is like, have we net decked the OCG so far that we're just like 2 Ash Blossoms works as good as 3? I mean, the card is once per turn. The card's power scaling isn't as great as it used to be, but it's still a very, very necessary hand trap in my opinion. So I don't particularly want to shit on the people that play 2, but it's like, if you've got the room, play 3. Unless your logic is you want to just cut these and just go 2, 2, 2, 2 on hand traps. That way you get more variety. If that's the case, then I understand the choices for the way that you're making these decisions. But still, it seems weird. It's either you maximize hand traps or you just play a 2-2 split. Then we have 1 Trisbania, 1 Kagari, 1 Hayate, 1 Morningstar, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Alistar, 1 copy of Omega, along with Ragin, Purgatrio, 2 Makaba, 1 Mangelica, 1 Mega Fleet, and 1 Caligula. And then the side deck we have triple Cyber Dragon, triple Gamma, 1 Driver, 2 Twin Twister, triple Spell Fragrance, and triple Mind Crush. I think the most interesting thing about this format is we've kind of returned back to the Cyber Dragon. Just special summon Cyber Dragon, break the U-Lock, I can play the game again. I think a lot of people kind of forgot the days when we had more of a staple format where we had just good generic staple cards coming into play, and it's definitely really cool getting the chance to see that again. So guys, these are every Alistar deck list from this event. First, second, and third all having something very much in common. for the competitive scene. So just something interesting. What do you guys think about the list? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'm out, guys. Peace out. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.